of Swipe Stories, the trials and tribulations of online dating. I'm Carter, and we have Kira.
Hi, I'm Kira.
As well as our guest today.
I'm Brianna.
Hi.
Yay! We finally got a guest, so this is very exciting. But Bree, do you just want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah. I don't know, what do I say? We've known each other for like 4 years now, which is like crazy to say. We're all in the same student group, so that's how like this connection happened. Senior at ASU. I don't know if I'm...
Yeah, that's about it. Signs,
yeah.
That's what we went over our signs.
Oh, yeah?
I'm an Aquarius sun, Gemini moon, Leo rising, and I know it's a little bit scary. It's a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. I have like no earth in my chart, so there's like absolutely no balance. It's just all fire and all air, which I understand. It's a little bit scary. What are your guys' signs?
We're both Pisces.
Oh yeah, oh my god, I feel trapped.
I want to say like Gemini and Scorpio are my other two. I don't know like which order though.
Oh, what are they?
Gemini and Scorpio.
Oh.
I don't know which ones are which though.
I'm also I'm a Gemini rising and a Virgo moon. Libra moon.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't know you were Leo. I have like this
I
weird
know.
vibe about Leos.
Leo rising though.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Come off really confident, but not really, if that makes sense. Also, like, looks-wise, I always see stuff about, like, oh, if you're, like, a Leo rising, you have that, like, mane hair stuff.
Oh.
So...
You do?
It does apply.
Yeah.
So we all have a little bit of Gemini.
Yeah.
Oh,
what does that mean? Should we all go
Scary.
to a Gemini festival?
No. It's so funny because I'm, like, anti-Gemini, so...
Oh, really? I love Geminis.
No, I cannot. Like, I think because I'm a Gemini moon, I, like, internalize everything. And then Gemini suns, they project it, and that, like, bothers me.
Cool.
I actually don't hate Gemini men. It's Gemini women that I have an issue with. Don't let me get in the same room as your mom. We might not get along. We probably won't get along. Yeah, I just can't understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, I always hear people talking shit about Pisces men, so I get like a little...
I hear shit about Pisces, period.
Yeah.
And for why?
Y'all be emotional.
People just be talking shit about us.
And no, I know. I'm like literally. I can't even talk shit because I'm like outnumbered right now. So so I'll just keep quiet about that. But yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy how much Pisces we got.
Yeah.
But
water sign.
Literally.
So any notable experiences with online dating? I think there could be a better segue.
Yeah.
Like something about. Worst zodiac sign you ever dated?
Yeah, I was like, considering we just talked about like signs, and Miss Ma'am over here is a little astrology queen. Why don't you tell us, rank the signs from worst to best?
Okay, I can't do all the signs because I have yet to do that, but
just like your
it's my goal.
with them.
Yeah. I have this weird thing for water signs, which is so bad for me because it's never gonna work. So I don't know why I keep on thinking it's gonna work. I think maybe it's something like opposites attract or something that I'm like, I need me a little bit of that, but I don't. So like literally all of the people that I've talked to or like had little crushes on were water signs.
Same.
Which
not true for me.
Not true.
I need to break the streak, and I've had other like outliers, but that's definitely the case. Most notable, we'll call him Scorpio Man. Met him on Tinder. The reason why he's Scorpio Man is because he was a double Scorpio, and he had the audacity to say that he wasn't really a Scorpio though.
What did he say he was?
So, he just was like, I don't think it's true. I was like, how can you be a double Scorpio? And there's no truth to any of that. Like, yeah. And he definitely was like, he was so like hot and cold. I don't know if you remember this. Hot? He was hot. He was also a short king, which...
Period.
I don't know if I remember this man.
This was during, like, Devilpalooza. He would, like, do this weird thing where he would be like, where are you? What are you doing right now? Let's hang out. I'll come pick you up, whatever. And I'd be like, oh, okay. And then he would just be like, no, just kidding. And I'd be like,
bye.
What? Yeah. And he literally said... during Devilpalooza, because he was like, what are you doing today? I was like, I'm working. And he was like, oh, I'll come see you. And so the whole day I was like on edge because he was like, I'm gonna come see you, and he just never came. He was very strange, but also, this man, he had so many different. Short King.
You met him on Tinder?
Met him on Tinder. He lied about his age, so I should have known. My bad. Bleep it out. Bleep it out. I know the one rule. I should have known. From the start. He was a double Scorpio. Lied about his age. I didn't know his name for like the first week and a half.
Initial?
Yeah, I should have known. And
how old did he say he was?
24, and he was actually 22. And so you know that he made it when he was 16 and lying about being 18. So I should have known. I also knew that he was short because of his pictures. You can tell the ratio from like knees.
How short? Like, what does that mean?
He was probably like 5'5", if I had to guess. Okay. Literally just based on pictures, context clues. Yeah. He was sexy. Another red flag, though, is he was, but he was too sexy and he knew it. That was the thing.
This is the worst.
Yeah. The worst. They're hot. I'll show you all these people after, but he was like Twitter famous because he was like bi, and like all these gay guys would always be in his like replies like, need me some of that, and he was sexy, and every time he would like post a picture, it would get like tons of retweets and stuff.
Were they like saucy pictures, or was like?
Yeah, a little bit. Like literally just in like the Speedo, like kind of gripping the. Oh. Yeah. But we were like texting for like a while, and I think it gave me a big head because I was like, oh, he's got all these people coming after him, but like he still wanted me. Yeah. He didn't want me though. He didn't want me. He just liked attention. He wanted the hunt. But it was still funny. And yeah, I got to say that I gave a short guy a chance. Shouldn't have. He literally.
No short king slander though.
No short king slander.
Just a little
but like the audacity. I was also like still 18, fresh, like about to turn 19, so I was still like a baby. Yeah. I honestly had no business.
Is that like the first guy?
Silly. Honestly, he was the first guy that I ever talked to on Tinder. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you really were just like treading through the waters and then like almost porn star, just like
literally I was talking to like a porn star. Yeah. And then he graduated. Oh my god, he was in one of the Mexican fraternities here. And every time I see one of his like brothers, I like clench a little bit because I'm like I definitely don't remember him because this is literally like 4 years ago, but I still like fear his fraternity a little bit. But he graduated, now he lives in Mexico, so.
Oh, what?
Oh, so he's really far away now.
International.
Still follow him just because I don't know, he's interesting. I have to. One thing about him, he was interesting, so.
Okay, so we've got Scorpio.
Scorpio man. Oh, yeah, that did not work out. He was a double Scorpio. I'm trying to think of like the chronological order of all of this. Then I started dating my ex that following year, sophomore year of college. She's a Cancer.
Never a good idea.
Also, if you know me, don't watch this video. I forgot to put that disclaimer. If you know any of these people. Also, disclaimer, this is just my perspective. I'm sure Scorpio man is a great guy. All these people are fine. We just cross paths. Not to me, and also we cross paths in weird ways. So, I also met her on Tinder. Well, what happened is we were texting on Tinder, and then I'm like a baby. I don't have like facial recognition. Like, you know how babies can only tell who people are when you bring them close?
Hi.
I did not know that.
Yeah?
Yeah, you have to like, that's why when you get close to a baby, they smile because they can actually tell who you are. Yeah, but when you're like far away, they can't tell.
That's so weird.
Anyways, I have that as a 21-year-old. And we actually saw each other at one of the Starbuckses on campus. And then she texted me and was like, oh, I think I saw you in person. And I was like, I think you did. And then that's how we started dating, for real.
Damn.
How long were you together?
No.
That was like a 2-year situationship.
Oh. Starting
Starting October of 2020.
So this is like fresh.
Yes, and it ended, it really hasn't ended, but it ended March of 2022.
I'm sure she's going to love to watch this podcast.
Oh my god, I really hope. Do not watch this. Do not watch it. Literally do not. Click off. Click off. Oh my god, it's so bad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, she was a Cancer.
Cancer.
I will say though, and it was really true. She, so every time I just remember, I'm like ashamed, embarrassed, all the above, makes me laugh. But our chart, we had the same elements in every planet, but they were different signs. So for like her Saturn, hold on. like my Mercury
Dumb it
is
down.
yeah. Hold on. Here's an example. Like my Mercury is a Pisces water sign. Her Mercury was like a Cancer water sign. They were both like every sign.
Okay.
And
Whereas,
that's not a good thing, apparently.
well, yes and no, because it was like
What was like good and bad?
good that like we lined up, but it was just that little thing that was off because none of them were in the same sign, which definitely
with
was
a grain of salt,
something.
because it's like, as much as astrology signs will tell you,
Yeah.
you probably weren't compatible just in general.
That's what I'm saying though. Like
Yeah.
they was compatible, but also not because
Yeah.
everything was so off a little bit. And that's why I went on for 2.5 years.
Maybe still to this day.
Maybe still to this day.
Seriously.
The jury's still out.
Has anybody ever met her? That's a little bit of a red flag.
Oh, like my friends?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is my best friend is best friends with her best friend.
Oh.
Yeah. So
No.
it was like an entanglement. To
Hanging
quote Jada
out.
Pinkett Smith, it was an entanglement. No bad blood though. Anyways, Cancer. I also had a crush on this boy that was in a band, and he was a Pisces. And he was a little bit crazy, but there's just something about a boy that like can play an instrument. I went over to his
There's
place and he showed
something
me all
about a
his
boy.
weird things in his
His weird
his
things.
piano room where he had like 50 different pianos, and he was like, "Let me play you something," and I was like, "Oh,
So wet.
yeah."
That's like
Tea.
love it and also cringy.
It's so
You can really go both ways.
If somebody played me a song, I would
in
like, shoot
public,
myself.
I would.
It was not in
Okay.
public. It wasn't cringe because it was like the situation suited it. But if it was just like randomly, then I think I would have cringed. He's also good.
Okay,
And he's
if,
also in a
if he's
band.
good, it's okay. I think like playing the piano is
Was
one
he
thing.
hot too?
Yeah, he's like weird hot.
Weird Al is the best kind of hot. You have to be a little
Weird
bit
hot.
ugly. I think this is the consensus upon women. At least like not really, really straight women. Like men need to be a little bit ugly. Like they have to have like a little bit of like a, you probably don't think
What's that
this.
saying, Kira, about the people?
No, not like a bad ugly. But like they can't be like
There's something slightly off
I don't
about
like
them.
something like it's just a little bit different.
But it just makes me want them more.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
It's like we were saying, like if they're too pretty then it just doesn't
I love people. Like, I love a big nose. Like, I
Yeah.
love a big nose.
Oh.
Obsessed with a
sit
big
on
nose.
it!
Yeah. Seriously.
You see the video of Doja Cat?
Yes. Yes.
Can you put
She
that
was
clip
right.
in? Can you
Yeah, I
put
put the
that
clip in. Yeah.
Anyway, plug back.
Pull back. Anyways, yeah, he was Pisces. He's cute. Cute to this day. Also,
Did you meet him on Tinder too?
no, so I met him through like mutual friends.
Mm.
And then who else I talked to?
He just started playing like the flute.
See, that would have been weird. Okay, honestly,
Yeah.
piano is a little bit weird. I feel like a
I
guitar
think
is a little bit more
piano's so
normal.
cool. I
No,
love a
but
good
he's
piano.
yeah, it was really cool.
I like piano.
If it's
though,
like
because
really pretty though,
the
then that's
guitar feels very like it's something separating you and the other person, whereas piano's like
like you
you're
could be like,
next to
I'm gonna
them.
show you how to do it.
Yeah,
And it's like, dude,
that's
yeah.
That-
You're so right, actually.
Or like me just like
Yeah.
do the one key and he's like doing all of it and I'm like
Yeah, I was like
Hot
sitting on the
cross
couch.
it's just like what like sticks or whatever.
yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my god, I'm just realizing if you slightly know me, you know like who all these people are. But again, the disclaimer. It's just my perspective.
POV.
Anyways, yeah, he was Pisces.
Okay.
And then actually the boy like I was kind of seeing in Italy, he was an Aries, so broke the streak.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, and he was a bit of me too.
Mm.
What's
bit
that
of
Do
mean?
you want to tell us about your little escapade in Italy?
Side
the
quest in
right
Italy.
word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit of me is like from Love Island term. It's like a British slang thing to say like,
May.
oh, like
Yeah,
they're a
just go
bit of
a bit
me.
me.
Like they're, you see yourself in them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a bit of me. Please don't watch this. Please don't watch
He won't watch
but
this.
I know.
How is he gonna find it? He literally lives in like across the world.
This is true.
Maybe he doesn't speak English anymore.
What?
Are you fluent in Italian now?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm like conversational, for sure.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Yeah. But
What'd you do
we
with
never
Italy,
talk
boy?
about Italian.
You're not expanding on Italy, boy.
Okay, yeah, so this is the side quest in Italy. So my Tinder escapades in Italy began like literally the first night I got there. Started texting this boy. I was swiping. I was running out of swipes. That's when you know it's bad. Honestly, Italian Tinder.
Slay?
Yeah.
Slay?
Yeah. Like, yeah. But also everyone there kind of looks like a supermodel in general, but sometimes it doesn't always translate to the apps.
Oh, interesting.
It definitely did not in Spain. The guys were really
what's
hot.
Your age
like
range? Be honest.
then it was
Be honest.
18 to 25.
Okay.
But since I've turned 21, I feel kind of icky about dating 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
Something about it is weird, so now I'm not really like sure what to do.
Since last year, I've
30
stopped
to
like.
35.
I used to go like just try to be in college,
Mm-hmm.
and then the reason I'm like I'm not dealing with a freshman. Like
Exactly.
I'm like I can't do it. Like
It feels weird.
and even like I dated a sophomore last year, and that was like a little. It's like ooh, young.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Like if yeah.
Like 19 is like pushing it.
Exactly.
20 is like good enough.
But it's really nice now to be able to go out to like a bar with somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
Like having that barrier of entry of like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna go out tonight, but like they can't go out.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
it's like
It's
a weird
strange.
like.
It's
okay,
weird.
Well,
We're like, I have
still
to get you
wanna-
alcohol. I have to-
Yeah.
That too.
That's so weird.
Yeah. So that's what it was at the time.
Okay.
So
Is that age gap though, like in Italy, because it's probably not 21 as the drinking age, right?
yeah, it's not.
So-
That was also
Yeah.
weird because that's well, I learned that how to say that very quickly. Hi, what's your name? How old are you? In Italian. When I was out at the club because you really cannot tell because anyone could be 25, 30,
Right.
16
No,
in the
literally,
club.
in Love Island, they all look like they're 30.
No,
We've had this
literally, like you
conversation.
cannot tell, and especially since like high schoolers can drink there.
That's so weird.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Wait, so they'd be like 16. Like,
Wait, the
oh, I
drinking
got-
age 16?
They don't card. Like as long as you
Oh.
look like an like
I
old
didn't know
enough, like if you're a teenager, you can like.
Oh,
Being like,
that's
I got
so
homeroom
weird.
in the morning, but
They were so
Yeah.
lie about that. They were so freaking
I
lie
know,
about
and
that,
this
though.
I'll get to this later, but this one kid I made out with, I was like,
You're like, he was 15.
Francesco, you were not 20. I don't think you were 20. If you're out there, you were not 20. I think you were like
What?
18, but I don't know. I was
Frank,
still 20 at the time.
please
what's
be
the age of
18.
consent and
16, I think.
Okay.
oh, that seems
Maybe
really
I could be
young,
wrong
though.
about that. Don't quote me. I actually don't know.
They got everything young. Are they like more mature?
Probably.
Yeah, it's the drinking culture there is like a lot different. It's more like it's like when you grow up there, you just have a little bit of wine with your parents, with your family. It's like the same in Mexico, kind of.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's just a lot more like responsible drinking. No one's really like throwing up in the streets or anything. It's just like casual
America.
drinking. Yeah. And also like they drink all the time. Like it's cheaper to get water or no, it's cheaper to get wine
Yeah.
than water there.
Oh.
But like no one's ever like sloshed in the way that you would see it in America.
Crazy.
Yeah. The drinking cultures there, that's a whole different thing. But
Never thought about it.
anyways, yeah. So literally like my third night there, I was almost out the door to go see this guy. We'll call him the professor because he looked like the professor from Money Heist. And
Put in a picture now.
put in the picture now.
I don't know if we can do that one. That one might be copyright.
Anyways, if you know, you know. If you have
The guy.
no, he's just a guy.
Yeah.
You can put a picture of the
I'll put
actor.
a picture of
You
the
do a
actor.
drawing.
If you have taste,
I'll just put it on it, the one from Instagram or something.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, that guy's fine. Yeah. No. But
That's
anyways,
getting cut.
we were texting, and I'm like, all right, I'm like about to be out the door, and then he hits me with, oh, I have a girlfriend, by the way. Do you want to have a threesome?
Raise your hand if you're scared.
And yeah, so I learned that people all over the world are the same, especially men, and also no one has any respect for bisexual people on dating apps all over the world.
Do you have, like, a lot of bad experiences with that?
Yes. It's actually crazy because you can be, like...
Do you have it, like, in your bio that does it say bisexual? 'Cause
Yeah.
usually it's, like, hidden.
Yeah, you can have it on or you can have it hidden, but you're still seeing results from all the genders.
Right.
Yeah.
It kind of bothers me, but I'd rather people just say in their profile, we're a couple looking for a third. It's so messed up to, like, catfish people.
That is strange.
And then like, I've heard stories of people, like, months and months into talking to someone, oh, by the way, I have a boyfriend. By the way, I have a girlfriend. As if,
so gross.
like, as if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally catfishing someone.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
And, like, I think a lot of people, it's just straight people, honestly, like, straight couples, they think bisexual people exist to please them,
Yeah.
exist to, like, make their relationships
Yeah.
interesting. And my response to that is, get a sex toy.
No.
Literally.
If you, like, need a third person,
Or, like, find another couple. The fuck?
or find another couple, or just, like,
Or
make
somebody
sure everyone's
looking for a
consenting.
third, yeah.
Yeah. Wild.
Or not a third. Whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like with gay men, it's a lot more, like, upfront. Like, they'll say, like,
Well,
it'll
yeah,
usually be a picture of the couple. Because some
Right.
people like that. Like, they
Right.
want to be a third, or they...
And you do see
Yeah.
that, but, like,
Yeah.
people,
I've
like,
never-
I've talked to people and down
That's messed up.
the road being like, oh, by the way, I have a boyfriend. By the way, I have a girlfriend. Crazy.
What's your experience with dating as a gay man with couples on dating apps?
There are a few of them that I have talked to, and they're usually very upfront about it. Well, no, actually, one really funny experience that I'll tell it because it's funny. So I was talking to one guy, and he was like, "Oh, I'm in a relationship," like pretty upfront about it. And I was like, "Okay, that's fine." And then later that day, another guy was messaging me, and he's like, "Oh, I'm in a couple," and then I slowly put the pieces together, and I was like, "Oh, this is the same couple, but just both sides."
Oh.
And so I was like, "Oh, I think I'm texting your boyfriend," like, to both of them. And they're like, "Oh, yeah, he was telling me about that." And I'm like, "Wow, what a small world."
Wow.
No,
Do
it
you
never
like that?
never worked out. We're still talking, though. Like, it's still potential.
Are you, like, okay with that? Like, being in an open...
I would not be a third. Or,
Okay.
like,
Oh,
not
no?
be, like, in a throuple.
Okay.
Like, I
Yeah.
don't think I could do that.
Not like a throuple, but like a threesome?
I think I could do that.
Yeah.
I might cut that out.
Yeah.
You have to. But
Oh, my parents are going to watch this.
Oh.
I don't know if I want them to.
I don't think they're gonna like everything I've just said, to be honest.
Your parents are gonna they're gonna get it like, I just came out. Threesome!
Literally though.
Okay, well, I was with my parents this weekend. Hi, Mom. I hope you're not watching this. But
I hope you're not watching this. I'm so sorry.
You can watch it, I don't care.
and so my mom, before I came out, she all the time would be like, "Oh, she's really cute. Like, you should date her." And then this weekend, she said, she started it like, "Oh, she's really cute." And I was like, "Now you can't say she's really cute. You should date her. You have to start saying, he's really cute. You should date him." She's like, "I don't think I can do that yet."
Oh no.
It's a work in progress.
Mom, it's okay.
New wing woman quest unlocked.
Yeah.
Men.
She'll get there.
That
She'll
one,
get
she's
there.
on like step 1 of like
Yeah.
a million.
Yeah.
She'll get there.
She'll get there.
Just take her to Charlie's.
Oh my gosh. It was 1 cent night last night. And
Did you go?
no, I didn't.
1
go,
cent
'cause
for
it was
what?
a Tuesday.
1 cent for...
For a drink. 1 cent drinks. Insane.
Huh?
How do they afford that?
It was their like anniversary or something. It was
Oh.
big.
Damn.
Get the
Sure. I
cupcakes
wonder if it
and
was like
stuff.
busy.
Yeah.
I'll like sit here look.
We're gonna take a quick little break.
And we're back. As 3 people living in the world of dating lives and living in Tempe, Arizona, frequent do we see people we meet or exchange with dating apps in real life. Do you have any stories you would like to share? Either of you may go.
Well, I usually, honestly, most of the people I talk to on Tinder, I do not meet or see in person. Well, there are some I will see in person.
Mm-hmm.
There was this one guy who I was talking to. It's honestly like a really long story. Like, I was talking to him, and then one of my friends was talking to him,
Oh.
and I had stopped talking to him at the other point, and then I kept seeing him on campus,
Mm-hmm.
and a few times he messaged me like, "Oh, hey, I think I saw you last night."
That's so
And I was like,
weird.
"Oh, yeah,
I hate
like,
that.
we should
That
hang
happens all
out."
the time to people. Like, they'll be like in the club and they'll be like,
I know you.
I know you. I want to go to there.
Yeah.
I've never had that happen. But still.
That happened with one of our friends at the club. He was doing stuff with one guy, and I was like, wait, I know him. I saw him on dating app.
No, it's so bad, and it's really bad if you like can't remember. Did we meet in a class? Like, did we meet on Tinder? Like, and especially if they're like saying, maybe if you actually speak to them face to face, like. Again, I have a facial recognition problem, so I don't know.
I feel like also like with like digital communication, like it's just so weird to like see people in person again. Like I feel like I'm back in like middle school talking to like the boy I like, and then you see each other in class and you're just like
literally.
Honestly, yeah. Also, like height, I think of myself, I'm like 5'9.5", 5'10", 5'11" on a good day if I'm really feeling generous.
I'm feeling stretchy.
I'm feeling like,
Feeling
but
long.
I thought like 6'2" was like, it wouldn't feel tall. That's like tall.
Yeah.
My ex was 6'3".
That's
It's
really tall.
So
yeah.
tall.
My
Too
ex,
tall.
she was like literally
She was
6 feet.
6'5".
No, she was like 6 feet tall.
What?
Yeah.
Did she do like volleyball or basketball when she was younger?
She played a sport. I'm like blanking right now on what
6
it was.
feet tall, especially for women. Love tall women, but
Reed's
No, I love
talking to
tall
a
guys.
girl
That's
that's
tall.
5'10", and I said, no, she can't come in the apartment. I could not be shorter than a woman in our apartment.
Oh man.
we have tall women around us. Aren't there tall?
Rohini.
Period.
Yeah.
Shout out
Is she taller
Rohini.
than you?
My ex was taller than
I
her.
don't know.
Oh.
Rohini's tall.
Yeah, she is tall.
Ava.
Oh,
Love
Ava.
our tall queens.
Yeah.
Gabby's tall.
Do you have a preference?
I like men, so I like men.
What?
So it's like,
Whoa!
it's like I like the masculine, I like the tall, I like
No,
the,
you
the
do
muscular.
like that. That's the other discrepancy. That all the women that I talk to, all the women we are around don't like they like women too a little bit, and like, what am I trying to say? Like men can be like girly and it's good for us. Like you like them really masculine, right? Like that's like not our vibe.
Like girly men?
Like, would you like all?
Oh,
like, we watch a lot
yeah.
of Love Island, and a lot
Well-
of the men who come up there, they're like beefy.
Oh,
gross.
I get what you're saying.
We're not.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
super
there's like a
into that.
line. Someone needs to make like a graph or something, like a a chart of like. There's a point where you're too buff that
Yeah.
the
It's, like,
attractiveness
toned
plummets.
Is good.
I don't think
a little bit
that
muscular
is.
is good, but like if somebody's like a gym, like I hate gym bros.
Everyone
Oh.
I've ever like talked to is like
Yeah, I fucking
they're
hate
like
that. I
firm
freaking hate
but
that.
not like buff.
Yeah.
Like just
Like they're strong
Tight.
enough. Like they're not like
Yeah.
weak. Again, weakness.
but even if they're weak, like I don't know. Pisces boy, he was a little
Honestly, well, I have this thing, which I don't
Twig.
know if it's common for other people, but for every person that I'm like attracted to, there's some assorted like fantasy that goes along with it.
we have talked about this, the fantasy.
Yeah, so there was this one guy at the club who I was like, oh, he's attractive, but in like a way that like I want to have kids with him.
Yeah.
Like it's like I don't want like
No, that's real.
probably not even to actually have a relationship with you, but like I would, have
Yeah.
fun with you.
That
but
was
think we
like
would have
Pisces
children.
boy, like the idea of like dating a boy in a band is
That's
like
like
the fantasy.
That's like so real. I'm just like unlocking every single fucking
No, yeah.
freaking memory I've had now. Sorry.
I think it's maybe rare for like not even that all your boxes are ticked, but like for your fantasy for your expectations to meet how they actually are.
That's very
the
true.
worst part.
Yeah. Yeah. That gets you in trouble, the fantasy.
But honestly, it's worse with online dating because you have so little to go off
Yes.
of, and the majority of it's pictures, so you just make
So
assumptions
true.
of how they look, and then you fill in the gaps with your
Well, are
fantasy.
your fantasies mostly like sexual besides like the marriage and stuff? Like you're like, I want them to like go do me in the back of this club.
Not always.
Honestly, no. Like,
Yeah.
usually it's not sexual. Usually it's something like
A
else.
scenario.
Yeah, a scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like and like I was thinking about like meeting them, having them meet my parents, or like going home and showing them the city. Isn't that sad?
That's just romance.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that even a fantasy, or do you just want romance? Like,
You're
what?
right.
Yeah. Fantasy more like with the Pisces boy. Like, I want to be his little band girlfriend. Like, I want to be his little like groupie, and like I want to like be on the sidelines for his shows.
Like grocery shopping.
Kind of
So
like
mine's
that
just
fantasy.
domesticity.
Yeah, literally. But is that
Great.
the same for every person you talk to,
No.
or okay?
Sometimes it's just like sex stuff.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
Yeah. That does feel separate. I feel like also
I
the
feel like
sexual
those
stuff.
personalities. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
I feel like the sexual stuff, someone also comes within like, that's more, it's like interactive. Like I need to get bounce off the person.
Right.
Mm.
Well, I don't think I've ever like. I haven't dated a lot of people, but like, I feel like you guys have more experience. Like they're more like character-y. Like band boy, he's in a band. Gym boy, he's in a gym. I don't know. They're just living. They're just existing.
I think I definitely, I don't know. It's the Aquarius in me. I love a good character.
Yeah.
Like, someone that's, like, different. That's why I, like, every time I would be at a party with Pisces boy, I would, like, want to talk to him just because he would always say some, like, crazy shit that I wanted to, like, hear about.
Oh, that's kind of really cute.
Yeah. That was, like, his thing, definitely.
It's like
funny
nice
stories.
to have. It's like cool to have that though. Like I feel like that's something you look for in a partner.
That's
Sounds
why
so
I
weird.
like fall for all these people because I'm like, ugh. And then
So extravagant.
Italian boy, like I could listen to him for hours, just talk about like
You need some
weird random
domesticity
things.
in your life.
No, why?
You need to be tamed.
Why? Is it bad? I don't know. Maybe a little bit. Yeah,
Is it
definitely.
me? Am I the drama?
Am I the drama? Maybe a little bit. Yeah.
What about you? You.
Am I the drama? I'm definitely the drama.
That's not what I
It's a
meant.
couple nights, but
Are you plugging for fantasies? Like when you see someone? Fantasy sounds so creepy. It's not like even fantasy. It's just like situations.
It's
You're
not.
imagining.
Maybe
No.
fantasy is not the right word, but I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like the
Imagination.
like the
Scenario.
story, the
Yeah.
story.
It's almost
Storytelling.
more when I'm bored too. Like if like I have nothing
Daydreaming.
else, like
Yeah.
nobody's giving. Especially if I'm at a straight club and it's like just a bunch of straight men. That's when the fantasy comes out because it's like.
You're gay. You're gay.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, actually.
But
Oh, love languages.
Oh, I love this topic.
I'm sad. All right.
I'm sad.
I'm sitting straight up.
Okay, what are all of our love languages first?
words of affirmation.
Okay.
Is it just words of affirmation?
What's your like second one?
I don't even know. I think it.
Which one do you not like
I
at all?
hate acts of service.
Oh.
I like hate somebody doing something for me. I
What?
feel like
I love that shit.
I just like I'm like no, don't like I don't know.
Interesting.
I mean, you're valid. Is it because you feel like babied or something?
Yeah, and I'm like no, like
Okay.
I
Interesting.
don't like the idea of somebody like having to like take care of me and
That's
like I'm
so
helping.
cool.
Gotcha.
Okay, how long was your longest relationship? Just to recant.
Probably
'cause-
like 6 weeks.
Yeah, so like if you're in like a long-term relationship, that's like so normal.
Yeah, but all of them are normal. It's just
I don't know. I love being cared for. It's like really nice. I do feel like a lot for independent people. I can imagine that being like not their jam though.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like
I don't even think it's just that though. Like I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like not your ish.
I don't know. I feel like I could be.
What about like gifts? No.
I can do gifts. I
Okay.
like that.
Okay. Maybe that's number 2.
I don't think it is. I think quality time is number 2.
Okay.
Which I feel like kind of they're like
Ditto.
somewhat similar.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about you?
Definitely quality time. Number 1. I expect so little, bare minimum even. Just like spend some
Just
time with me.
existing. Even
Yeah.
really doing
Yeah.
your own thing.
Yeah, like I
It's, like, the
really
best.
yeah, I'm like very independent, but like just if you make time for me, I will really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then also the second one would be acts of service, but not in like a. And I was trying to think about this last night, but like, not in a serve me or baby me way,
Yeah.
but in a like. I'm a busy person, so if someone like is like, oh, I know that you're busy, so I did this for you,
Ugh.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
like
that's nice.
Yeah.
I know that you're
I will
busy,
agree.
so I cleaned up for you or something.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like I cooked you or something, you know, I don't know, I cooked you. Like in that kind of way, or
Put
like
in this pot.
yeah, like making my life like easier for me if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like
That's fair.
yeah. But
What do
quality
you
time gifts.
Oh.
I'm so bad at it. I'm so bad at giving gifts. I'm bad at like receiving gifts.
Really?
I have a hard time showing gratitude.
I
love-
love giving
love
gifts.
giving
I don't like
gifts.
getting them because I get really awkward.
I think it's fine. Like, I don't think, like, power to you if that's, like, your number one thing,
Mhm.
whatever. Like, it's just your preference. I just have a hard time, like, I don't know. Especially if some people, they care about that so much that it's, like,
Oh yeah.
if the gift, say your birthday gift that you're giving someone, if it isn't on par,
Yeah.
they take that as, do you love me? Do you care about me? Do you see
Right.
me? Which is
Oh.
totally valid.
Yeah.
Totally valid. But I just can't, it's so hard for me. For some reason, I'm not really good at giving gifts. I have a hard time receiving gifts. I don't know how to, like, I have a hard time saying thank you and, like, showing gratitude in, like, a genuine way.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just really tough for me. But definitely the last one.
Gift giving is, yeah. It's, like, okay. I like gift giving and, like, really personal gifts. Like, I hate money being spent on me. Like, I hate spending money, period. But, like, if somebody buys you something, I obviously, like...
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, but if it's, like, a little, like, memory or, like, a little trinket, like, something, like, literally you could make it from scratch. But if it's, like, really personal, like, a lot of the gifts that I give are, like, it's, like, romantic relationships. Like, they were really personal. Like, I'd write shit out, be, like, little booklets and stuff like that. And I really like doing those. But
That's
I don't...
cute.
Like, if somebody got me a Benz, I'd be like, what?
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, what the frick? Just, like, voice over that. But, yeah. My love language is words of affirmation, faux show. And
it's a good one.
It's, like, really easy, and it makes me feel really lucky, because if I ever, like, have to go into a long-term relationship, or a long-distance relationship, I won't feel, like, wounded. But then, like, quality time is another one. I'm, like, not really physical touchy, at least with, like, platonic relationships. Like, some girlies live, love, love, because I'm, like, friends with a lot of these girlies, but...
Are you sure?
But they'll, like, see someone who they haven't seen in, like, maybe 2 days. They'll run up and hug them, and I'm like...
Like, why are you doing all that?
I don't get that. But with romantic relationships, I'm learning I might be a little more physical touch than...
I think all of the things that... Like, all the things I just said, if I really like someone, like, I'll put in the effort, and I express, like, all of that.
No,
so
literally.
it's just the things that come, one, naturally to you, and that you like.
But I don't think I give necessarily the one that I want the easiest. Because I'm really good at, like, I feel like I'm pretty good at, like, touching and being physical with someone if they, like, want to be loved that way. As well as, like, acts of service. Not gifts as much, because I don't, like, know anyone who, like, needs gifts. I don't know anyone whose love language is gifts.
Oh, I have friends that are like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Shreysta. Hey, bestie. I love you.
Outed.
This is no shade. It's just hard for me, girl, and you're a really good gift giver, so it's hard to top her. I can never... Top her. It's hard to one-up you. It's impossible, even, because you're just too good. Yeah, she can give a gift.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, honestly.
Yeah. Like, she goes all out for people's birthdays, and it's like, woof, when her birthday comes around, I'm like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? Like, the pressure is on, because I know she cares. I don't know if that's your number one, babe. Love you, but I know it's, like, up there.
And that's fine. It's valid.
It's valid.
But I don't, like, I would not know how to... If somebody's love language was that, like, a romantic partner, like, I would not know.
Yeah.
I would be all overwhelmed, and I'd feel really poor.
That's the thing. But it's all about, like, quality.
No, yeah, if that's what they need.
It's just
I'll
hard.
take a gift, though. I will fully take a gift. If somebody, like, wants to buy me things.
So if somebody, like, comes up to you with a gift, you, like, never feel awkward about it? Like, if somebody came up to me with a gift, I'd be like... I'd feel, like, strange. Like, I hate Christmas and opening gifts in front of people. Like, that is an awkward interaction for me.
I don't know. I go back and forth. Well, I'm the type of person where around Christmas, I will bring, like, a little gift to, like, every little gathering. Like, I would always buy a bunch of little different gifts and, like, brought them to each thing.
I love a little gift, like flowers. Oh, like, little things like that.
Okay,
those are
that's
cute. Like, low commitment things.
I love food. I don't even know why. Like, food needs to be, like, on the... I don't even know what category that would go into. Probably acts of service. Like, if somebody cooked for me.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, oh my god. Can you imagine just coming home surprised by that? I don't even like surprises.
When I come home to, like, some kind of dessert, some kind of sweet treat... We live together. Some kind of sweet treat. Like, I'm like...
Yeah.
Just a little sweet treat.
Yeah.
Little.
That was a good one. I found out a lot about you guys.
Yeah. I also... So the last time I took the quiz, I think I was maybe not out at all. So, and it was definitely before I enjoyed making out with other people. So I definitely think physical touches.
Before you enjoyed making out with other people? You mean, like, women?
No, like men.
You didn't like making out with men?
No, because I had a few, like, bad kissing
like,
experiences, like, when I started out. Like, I was kind of bad at it, they were bad at it, so it was just not enjoyable.
But then you also, like, learn.
As of recently, I have loved physical touch, though. It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, you do.
Question. Do you know what kind of kisser you are? Because I personally do not know what I... I don't know, because I feel like I just... Yeah, like, let's do it together. No, but...
Dude,
I don't know.
A really scary question.
I don't know. Oh my god, if we've ever kissed, I'm sorry, and I also don't know. I feel like I just try to mimic what they're doing.
Yeah.
But in that, I don't understand what I really do.
I feel like, honestly, if it feels like even a little bit natural, like, you're both doing fine. Because, like, I had that one, I already told you all about this. He was so bad at kissing. I wanted to, like, not be happy.
I'm scared that I'm mad.
No, you're not.
How am I supposed to
I've
know?
kissed you!
Well, but have you made out? 'Cause that's a real
Yes,
tea.
I made out after the club. I was like, am I a good kisser? Am I a good kisser?
Like
And then I was
3
like,
times.
I made out with her bunch.
In the Uber.
I made out with her.
Yeah, we did do that.
I was
It was for research. It was for research purposes.
I was like, her.
Y'all are doing more research than
I gotta do
I'm
it
doing
again.
for my thesis.
Bye. What? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think if it literally feels like normal, like, then you're
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
There was one
You
guy.
can also just, like, ask.
Maybe our chemistry is just through the
No,
roof.
for real.
Leave Carter.
Cut the camera!
There was one guy there was one night where I made out with, no, I can't say that. There was one guy I made out, and he was so slow. Like, he wouldn't, like
Catch up.
That's
catch up.
You were in a club?
You were in the club.
That's like, cause like you can do slow kissing if it's like really romantic and like you're in bed.
Yeah.
Like in the club, like that's just supposed to be like
'cause
feral.
you're going-
That's feral.
you're going off of the music. Like, the music
Yeah.
is like EDM, like.
that's
like,
so weird.
And he's just like,
It's like
and he's like,
playing a song.
and I'm like, I was like, this is
slow
bad.
mo.
And so I was like, kind of overcompensating, going fast to try to like pick him
Was
up
he
a
like
level.
gone or was he just like that?
No, I don't
Weird.
think so.
That's so weird.
He also asked me to, like, he was talking to me and he's like, "Can I make out with you?" And I was like, "Oh, how innocent of you to like do that."
He's probably baby gay.
I think he was a little baby gay.
What are your guys' opinions on that actually?
Baby gays?
No.
Honestly,
Well,
Do we
they don't-
like them? Do we hate 'em?
They're,
I thought
they're
you-
bad at kissing.
No, I mean
No,
like
I-
people like
it's a genuine
kissing. Like if
question.
somebody's approaching you and you're like, do you want them to ask you? Do you want them to just do it? A little between.
You have to feel it. I feel like when you know, and if you like get rejected, then just move on. Like I've had a guy like scream at me once. I was like,
Cause you said no.
I don't know what he was saying because he was an Italian. No, he was like, oh, like this with both hands, elbows.
Bye.
Like it wasn't just like the hands. Like he was going like
Was he going like this?
He was like this, this. Yeah, and that's where I was like, whoa.
That's so.
And I was
kind of messed up.
that was actually messed up, and I had no idea what he was saying because we were like literally the only American girls in there. So I think he assumed that I was Italian, but I did not know what he was saying. But he should have just been like, he just should have just like gone away.
Yeah.
But I've never had anyone ask me.
I
In the
feel like-
club, I feel like that's really weird.
because it was like, I feel like there's a lot of build up of where
Yeah.
you're kind of building consent.
Like you're
on-
dancing close.
Yeah.
You're like touching.
Yeah.
You're making like
I feel
eye,
like you can't like
there's a
have
whole
some like a random
process.
person just walked in. He's like.
And then
make out,
boom. Like,
that's
it
not
has
how
to be
works.
like, okay, we see each other, we're getting closer together, then we're dancing together.
I did have one guy do that to me. Honestly, the last person I made out with, he was like, we made eyes, and I walked over to kind of like dance with him, and it was like, boom, right away. And I was like,
whoa! Was it good though?
Not really, no. It was okay, but it was like, I also had a lot of people who would like, they use their teeth and their gums. It's like,
Whoa.
no.
Yeah, I
Wow.
had that before. I don't
I
get
never
it.
had teeth.
It's not even like teeth. It's just like they don't know how to like
Remove
their mouth.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't even know if like practices. I feel like it's just like you have it or you don't. Oh no,
No,
practice.
practice, practice can help.
You have to
'Cause
have
I used to
someone
be bad.
right, and you have maybe if you're really bad, you just have to have someone teach you.
Yeah, but like, how do you like tell
Yeah.
someone that they're bad at kissing?
Move, not even bad. Just be like, move your mouth this way, like tilt your head this
Yeah.
way. Like some people
Real.
like are good
Open
at like taking control.
communication.
Yeah, we do love that.
It is
Yeah.
helpful. Honestly, and
Real.
it's better for the rest of the world, because like,
So real.
we can all just be better kissers, and then we'll all just have more
True.
fun.
True.
Real.
True.
So, if you think you're a bad kisser,
Get good.
ask someone you love, and
Ask someone you
And
love.
kiss them.
and kiss them and do research. Yeah.
Period.
I think it's definitely fun. I love, this is coined also from Trista. Hey, bestie. DIFMO, dance floor makeout.
I've heard that
It's
before.
amazing. It's amazing. Maybe she didn't coin it.
I don't
She
know.
coined it for me.
I don't think I've had a DIFMO.
You have had a DIFMO.
we've seen it.
What? What? We've had diffmos. Like, what?
But that wasn't on the club. It was like on the fence of the club.
It was in the okay, in the club.
Okay.
They're just club makeouts, but diffmo.
I have had that. I take it back.
You have.
And with other people,
Yeah.
not just with Brie.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
We haven't had a diffmo. We've had a Ubermo.
Ubermo. Yeah, that's true. We haven't had a diffmo. It's never too
Maybe we
late.
will.
Never too late. I'm just saying.
Today is always the day.
Not today.
Bob Costa.
On a Wednesday.
Today. It's so random. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've had many.
Yeah. It's majority
Do you think
where I hang out with people.
Do you think most of them have been bad or most of them have been good?
I'm usually not sober for almost
You're like, so
any
I
of
do
them.
not
Do
know.
you want to like be more into the person, or do you just want to keep having like more surface level interactions?
Yeah, like has
if-
it gone anywhere after the diffmo?
There was the guy who was a bad kisser, the slow one. I had talked to him since, and not really, mainly because I was like, oh, he's like baby gay, like I should be nice to him. Which also, like, I'm 21. I like am also kind of baby gay, so I don't know why I feel like somewhat
Wow.
superior, but
You are superior though.
I guess not really though. But
Yeah, but you know what you
it's
want.
surface level. But also, on someone really cute, and I would like,
Mm.
because I'm like a no second location type person.
Oh,
Like, I will not leave with somebody.
really?
I
Why
get
is
it. It's
that?
kind of scary in the club though.
Well, yeah. If you
'Cause I
know
don't
them,
know
that
anything
makes sense.
about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like, yeah, this one guy I made out with in Spain, he was really, 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 really hot. And I kind of regret it, but I also,
No, you could get like.
no,
killed.
he was
Yeah.
like, come outside and have a smoke with me. And I was like, I am
Not
scared.
the smoke.
So I know, and I was like, I don't know what that means, and I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
So let's just not. And I
No,
didn't
that's good,
go,
that's
but
good, that's
he was
good.
really, 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 really hot. That was
I
definitely my
also-
best diffmo, hands down.
Period.
I've been developing this bad habit of where I've been falling asleep in Ubers, which is like
What?
really
That's so
bad.
Bad habit, like multiple times.
Like by yourself?
Your home is like 10
Okay.
minutes away.
Not from where.
He'd be going.
Not
Oh,
from where I'm
true.
going. But it hasn't been alone. Both times I've not been alone. But for the
Good.
times. And so it's like I can't be falling asleep in somebody else's car. Because one, like, awkward because, like, it would be assumed that we would be doing something when we got back. But then also, like, where would they be taking me? But also, I wouldn't even know if I was...
Why don't you take him back to
Okay.
your place? Well, I don't. I
Because our walls are literally so thin.
real,
Real.
real.
Real. You know how that
You guys
is.
have a closet in between. I literally...
It's the vent.
It's the. It's literally there's
It's the-
nothing
Oh.
blocking.
You know, me and Reed, we share a wall. Like, our heads
Boards
are
touch.
probably,
He's
like,
done
oh
it
my
though.
God.
You get
Yes.
1.1.
True, true, true.
I've got more than 1 point.
Oh,
Bye. You got your little cookies saved up then. Go
Yeah.
crazy, go stupid, get wild.
Maybe I should just save them all in one night. Just go.
Have like
spend
8 guys
this week.
over.
Yeah.
love that.
Live love.
That's interesting. Do you? Well, I guess you brought a girl home
Girl, guy, anyone,
to our house.
anywhere,
Anywhere.
Like,
ever.
yeah. Well, when I was at, hold on. Let me figure out the way to word this. Hold on. When I was living alone briefly, like, I brought people home because I was
Where
living
were you
alone.
living alone?
Sophomore year.
Were you like?
I feel like that's almost worse.
Were you CA?
I know. No, it's because my roommate moved out early. Yeah, so I had the place to myself.
You pretty much do. You have your own room.
Yeah, and that's a nice thing. Yeah, I don't worry about that. Yeah, I just haven't been
Just don't want to,
interested.
yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want to. Yeah, but not to our house.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've met up with people. Like, I do that.
Like at a third location,
No.
park,
No.
bowling alley.
But, I don't know. I've teeter-tottered with the idea of hosting versus not hosting. I don't have a car either. That's like a big, like...
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah,
It's like you
like-
don't have a safe escape if you go somewhere else. That's
yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah. So.
That's usually... I always do this test after I'm meeting somebody online, where on Snapchat I'll make them send a video of them saying my name
Oh, that's smart.
before I meet up with them.
That is smart.
And I've
Yeah.
caught several people from it. They just stopped talking to me afterwards.
Ooh. Y'all need to stop catfishing. It's not right. It's
Yeah.
just not right.
If those of you watching this are catfishing,
Stop it.
stop it.
Stop.
So we will catch you.
Knock it
Stop
off.
it. CIA.
It's not
is-
worth it. No matter how insecure you are about yourself or whatever the reason is, like it's someone will still
It will
want
never
you and
end up-
like you. Like
Like, what is the end result? To just talk to someone? I don't
know.
it's literally like all those people on Catfish. That's what the show is called, right? They're just all like insecure people.
So silly.
Yeah.
Just don't do that.
Stop being insecure.
Stop being insecure. But you can
Just
be
quit
insecure,
it.
but don't like mess with other people's
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't know. It's weird. I think a lot of it, honestly, is people not even, like, from this country. Like, I don't know.
Oh.
Like, I have no concept of how it works of, like, when I get catfished, but
I think it's literally just people making like up profiles and then
I guess, yeah.
Using other people's pictures.
Yeah.
That's
You can
also
also-
bad too, because
that's
it's
why
like,
you
who
gotta
are these
move over to
people?
Snapchat or like some kind of photo software. Well, this is hear me out. Live a laugh online dating. I love phone calls. Like if there's a phone call, I will call it. Like I don't like texting and emailing if I
Like
don't
a
have
significant other or just, like,
anyone.
somebody?
If
Okay.
I have like a service I gotta call, it's like email or call, I'll
Oh.
always call them.
I do like
Interesting.
calling, but I think you have to know them a little bit more in order to have like a phone call.
yeah.
But I do like calling.
But as a good little vetting process, like just be like normalize FaceTiming people before like meeting them.
Low key.
Ooh, that seems a little intense for me.
Yeah.
It is
Not.
intense, but just be like, hey, I'm on my way. And then they're like, yeah, I'm ready for you. And you're like, no, right then and there.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Normalize FaceTiming.
Yeah.
I enjoy a call, though. I don't know with somebody, a significant other, that might be much. Also, we talked about this last time with the maturity of Snapchat. I
Mhm.
use it less because
Oh.
I'm, like, immature, and it's more because it is a verification if you're real.
Right.
Like, I can see your Snap score, I can see, like, we
Right.
can send, like, pictures, and I can see if they're, like, weird. Like,
I
there's-
like Snapchat.
It's more casual than having someone's number.
I feel like having someone's like you have to have something to talk about versus like Snapchat you can just be like cutie
Yeah,
baby.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Like you can just send a picture
Yeah.
of like your food and like no caption, and that can get a conversation started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Snapchat. Like I know people have been shitting on it recently for
A
being
lot
like,
of older people shit on like, well, you asked me for my Snapchat. It's like
what is the problem? It's just an app where you can
you
text
can
people.
also text
Yeah.
people. Like it's not like
Yeah.
you have to send pictures.
I don't know.
Like, you can have my number, too, but I'm like, I don't
I
want to use
like,
it.
I'm
I
not
feel
gonna
like
be
I'd rather
texting
use my
you.
Snap.
It feels weird, especially if you like just met someone. You're like text them like, what are you up to? Like you're not gonna like talk about your day to day versus like Snapchat. You just like go about your day.
Yeah.
And it's just, like,
Yeah.
You happen to be there.
It's definitely more casual.
Yeah.
It's definitely. Oh wait, go ahead.
It's so much more, like, instantaneous, too. Like, it's
Right.
like, when you send a text, it's like a, whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's, like, really, I don't know. A text seems like so much more, like,
serious or
holding
something.
weight. Yeah,
Yeah,
serious.
I
Especially 'cause
totally
you can't
agree.
like delete it. It doesn't go away after 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's definitely not the case in Europe though.
Oh yeah.
People do not use Snapchat in Europe.
Really?
Yeah, this one girl came after me a little bit. Not like in a mean way, but
Yeah.
she was like, oh, what's your number? And she was like, oh, you're American. What's your Snapchat? I was like, oh! I was like,
Bye.
whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, it's definitely just like an Instagram and like WhatsApp over
Oh,
there.
I do like
WhatsApp.
Instagram using. That's a good one to prove this.
That's like, you're
real.
definitely real.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
It makes me feel more comfortable.
No, and I love stalking people too. Do y'all stalk? I don't know if that's like.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
stalk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm like equal opportunist about it. Like you can stalk me, I stalk you.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Circle of life.
I
I
went
just
on
don't go on my
private
mom's
a little bit,
Facebook. That's where I just
How
look like
come?
rancid.
though.
Huh?
I don't have a
private?
problem with everybody seeing me. No,
Oh, wait.
not private.
Oh, okay, same. I thought you said you went on private.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm
off
public.
private now.
Yeah.
I like to go back and forth, keep everyone on their toes.
I only go private when there's like a lot of bots trying to follow me
Mm.
and DM me. I feel like I'm getting targeted.
Ah.
It's happened to me this weekend. I had to flip it
Somebody-
on.
Love
So many
when the bots
sugar
come.
mamas.
No, I know, and I'm like, please, I don't want to get hacked or like whatever this
Yes.
is. Like, I
I'm
don't
waiting
want
for
it.
the sugar daddies to come and the fake ones.
Oh, you need to be like. Are you like really gay on your page?
No, I haven't come out on my page yet.
If you like kissing a boy, then I'm sure the sugar daddies will like come in.
It's just the bots, and I'll have like all the hashtags on.
Are you out to everyone that you know?
I know, yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Put like a bunch of gay flags back here.
Success story. That's a lot of editing you're making him do.
Stop.
Gay flag.
Kira last episode was like, let's do a green screen. It'll be easy. So much work.
I literally meant
So
a
much
physical green screen.
Yeah, but just to put it on the
No,
like,
she
whatever,
wanted
it's
to
hard.
keep the green.
It's green.
Yeah.
Like it's
No.
literally green. I didn't mean like
No,
put some
oh.
sign there. Like literally just keep it here.
No, I meant like
It was so.
to even edit the
No,
thing
like
on
I
the
didn't
green
need
screen.
it to edit. I literally just wanted like I just like existed here. That is not what I meant.
Silly.
I do all the editing for the podcast.
And I do all the slang.
I'm a guest.
Sorry.
That's cool though. Good for you.
Yeah, very slang.
You should come out on your page.
It was annoying. Oh, yeah, sorry.
That was annoying.
What was annoying? Editing?
Editing.
Oh.
I thought you meant coming out.
It is
That was
annoying.
also annoying.
It's very annoying.
Oh my gosh. That'll be a separate episode.
That's a separate episode. Bring me back on that one.
Yeah.
Or you can do it. Well,
You're
that one,
cut off.
Parker.
You're not going to be on that one. It's just only going to be gay people.
Oh.
10% out.
The 10% leaving my body.
Literally.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week for Snap Stories. Have a great rest of your week. Swipe Stories is an educational and entertainment podcast video series that is for my thesis project for Barrett the Honors College at Arizona State University. If you have any questions about the educational purposes or the motives behind the Swipe Stories podcast, please feel free to reach out via YouTube and the comments section below, and we will be welcome to any of your questions.